Welcome to Total Party Kill, where the dice roll high and the stakes roll higher. If you're into epic battles, chaotic crits, and unforgettable moments, you're in the right place. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you never miss a session. Let's dive in.
Excuse me.
So you guys roll into this room and you see this woman standing here. None of you recognize her as before. Nobody knows who Mystra is. She actually seems pretty ominous. You could tell that like part of her face is like kind of like almost undead looking in a sense. She almost looks either undead, corrupt, evil, whatever you may be it. You walk into the room, supposedly. You walk into the room, and she just kind of cackles, and she says, "Ha ha ha! I've been waiting for someone foolish enough to find the door, and finally set me free after centuries of being locked up here. Finally, the world will become mine yet again. I'll control everything." And she kind of, I would give you guys a save on this, but there's no possible way anybody is going to make it, even with a natty. She starts holding up her hand, and within her hand, you can see almost like a black hole, but it's got like a purplish to it. There's like purple rings to it, which is odd because somebody give me an insight check. In fact, insight's 13 or 12 and above even. You remember that the portal you came in was purple. There's a purple little swirl to it too. She holds up her hand, and instantly, you guys fall to your knees. But I do suppose I could grant each of you fools a boon of sorts. And then, with a pulsating flash of purple and black, like the black is like a black that takes in light, kind of blackness, and it flashes in front of your guys' eyes, and you guys all wake up in a prison.
Are we next to each other in a one jail cell or separate jail cells?
All within a grouped cell. So,
I'm assuming we're stripped of our belongings too.
Real quick, I gotta read something here.
You're good, brother. Sorry.
I'm going to pull up a screen share for you guys here while I read this thing on the other screen.
By my rubies and diamonds.
300 years ago, 300 years ago, the Spellplague stole magic from the world. One day it was everywhere, in the sky, in the blood, in the breath of the gods, and next it was gone. Mastria burned, then rebuilt, not with magic but with steel and order and silence. Today Mastria stands proud, a kingdom of gears and gunpowder run by the Iron Assembly. Scholars and engineers who banish the arcane from law, faith, and history. But the past never stays buried. Decades ago, the first portals appeared, cracks in reality, doorways to places where magic never died, realms of chaos, power, and monsters. At first they were hidden and contained. Then they spread from within. Things began to crawl out. Now, Mastria relies on its most expendable defense, the Delvers. You're not heroes, you're not contractors or mercenaries or tomb raiders with steel and grit. You venture into dungeons born from these portals, warping living spaces that change by the hour and clear them before the corruption seeps into the real world. The pay is good, the risk is better. Some delvers come back rich, others come back twisted. A few come back glowing. The assembly pretends it's all under control to stamp your contracts, count your kills, and pray you don't bring anything back. But deep inside the gate, something is changing. Magic is waking, watching, waiting. And one day soon, it might not stay behind the door. Welcome to Mastria. Get in, get paid, get out alive. So, in short term, the world that you guys are from, magic doesn't exist. But when you go into the dungeons, you have certain abilities. You guys all feel an extra bit of weird, and I'm going to be sending out some messages to describe how you're weird at the end of the sesh. You all feel a certain weirdness about you. Something's not right. Something's different with you. Maybe powerful about you.
When you send those messages, we send them through Discord just because my phone's still down until Wednesday.
So basically, in the world of Mastria, the only thing you can rely on is your stats and your skills. You don't gain anything from your classes or your races.
Fuck.
Except when you're in a dungeon. Everybody gains 800 experience. Or not 800. You guys divide 800, so everybody gets 200 experience. The game continues. I don't think you level up with 200. I think it's 300. You guys kind of hear some, like, jail guards chuckling in the back. Ha. Did you guys hear about the group of people who murdered their whole fucking certification team and tried to get out with all their gear? They had tons of loot on them. It was crazy.
Do they realize we're like how far away are they?
They don't
Like,
realize you're awake. They're about 15 feet away from you. You guys are actually... You were in the kingdom itself, but you were within the dungeon of the kingdom underneath all this.
Right over, yeah. It's probably somewhere in the deepest part of like the big tower there.
I do have these things all written out and what NPCs work where and what they are. We'll figure more of that out later here on in the campaign.
Is this? I'm gonna ask. I hope this isn't insulting. Is this like battle damage along the ramparts and stuff? Why they're not even, or is that because it's AI generated? I'm not trying to be an asshole. I'm genuinely asking.
It's AI generated. I put in the
Okay.
definition of it, and it just made it for me.
Okay. Cool. No worries. I just didn't know if it was because we were under war right now or what the fuck was happening. Okay. We should. Everybody's awake, right?
Yes. You all have, like, freaky dreams. Almost like... sorry. Almost like premonitions. Like, let's say, like, a bear. Your average brown bear. You've seen this giant creature with, like, the head of an owl and a beak take over a bear kind of thing. Like, the bear became something like that. You see your typical dog turn into massive, almost undead-looking wolves. You see trees that are alive. Just all sorts of, like, freaky nightmares and shit. For
So
some
like
of you,
magic
these might...
things that would exist in D&D, but like not in our.
For some of you, these might be recurring from here on out, but we'll see how that plays out. But yes, you all feel a fuckery about you. These guys are talking about how you, with a common insight, you'd be able to determine they're talking about you guys. Looting the dead bodies
didn't do it.
of the
I
party
I
members
I, I
might not have
know.
been
I
bright.
only killed that one guy,
Right.
and the monk was the one who looted everybody else.
Oh wow. Okay.
They're like,
Hey,
hold up. What'd you say, prisoners? Look, they're finally awake. You guys have been asleep for
Fucking heard me.
13 days. We've been having to keep you alive. You're gonna
I
owe
was
a
gonna say
massive
we
debt.
should probably come up with a plan before we alert the guards. And I say that as the guards are like now looking and listening at us. I was like, yeah, no, I was gonna like we should have.
What plan?
Bro.
We're in jail. They're the guards.
I could have
Doesn't
picked
matter
the
what.
law.
Doesn't
I
matter what
could
the
have.
truth is anyway. We were already dead from the start.
We didn't kill anybody, sir.
You don't want to say too much until a court of the people.
He says that to me.
Yes.
Heard and valid. Can you
You
guys
guys
go
are
away
all
so
new
we
to
can-
town, I know, but we do things a little bit differently here.
Are we? Where are we?
You'll be
he
judged
didn't
by a
say
group
that.
of your peers.
He didn't
Fake
tell us
peers.
in game, so that's why I'm at. What? Where are we?
You're in the prison of Mastria.
Mastria. Why does that name sound familiar?
Well, it is our king's last name. And they've been
Valid.
family heirlooms of this place for centuries.
You don't have a queen?
We've had queens, but we have a king now.
Valid. I'm putting notes together because I see what you're doing here, you little Gavin, I love you so much. This love-hate situation. Okay.
You guys
How long have you served?
are in a lot of trouble. What'd you ask me?
How long
Sorry,
has
sir.
the king served?
You
How
want
long
to
has
talk?
the king served?
Yeah. How long did you ask? Sorry.
Yeah.
I would
Yeah,
say
how long
about
has the king served?
their family is ruled for about 150 years. Anyways,
Inbred.
When was the last queen?
70 years ago?
What happened to her? We're outlanders.
Died
And
of
then
old
then I
age.
look at Gab.
She had a hearty run.
And she passed.
Yes, sir. Old age.
My condolences.
Hey,
She didn't
being a
have any
kiss ass
markings
isn't gonna
to
help
her.
you right now. I'm a guard, so I can't be on the jury panel, so there's no point in kissing my ass.
Oh, hey, by the way, you never sent me the criminal contact, but
Oh no, I still have it. Don't worry.
do you know? I mean, I know people around. I've traveled,
Yeah.
but do you know X and Y? You're not just some guard. I don't know his name, so I'm calling him X and Y.
I am X. How did you know?
You're X?
Yeah, and that's my brother Y. That was freaky coincidence.
Um, wait, X is I meant X is like my prison contact, or not my prison, my criminal contact.
Oh, well, I misunderstood it, so we're X and Y, the guards. No.
You guys, fair enough.
No, so these guys actually, you're jumping the gun here a little bit. These guys do actually leave the room as they're pretty much talking about, like, yeah, I mean, you guys are pretty fucked, though. Like, so good luck. And we'll be right back. We have to go relieve some other prisoners. They go and
Yeah,
they
I
take
bet.
off.
You go and relieve those prisoners.
They go and they take off. And a man you know by the name of Cole comes to you. Now, You guys are all new to this city. You've been staying in this district over here for the time being. Just in a shitty little slum, this little house right here.
Like a
Like,
common,
actually,
like a
like,
common, like
yeah.
literally like a common. Okay, cool.
You guys take up like these 3 houses right here, basically.
This slum, this quaint little neighborhood, and this sweet little college. This is where you guys have been spending your time.
So Cole,
You guys got yourself in a lot of trouble. What'd you do?
we went to finish our dungeoneering. I recognize Cole.
You do recognize Cole.
We went to go dungeoneering and finish our thing, our certification. And when we got to our other party mates' last known location, they were dead, and one of them we found in a separate room, laughing, crying, bleeding, and covered in blood, and totally unresponsive. And then my coworker here, and I point to Chaos, decided to take measures into his own hands and end his life because we believed that he was the one that instigated the killing of the party itself.
That is really convincible, and I can tell the king, I can tell Byrax about it, but it's going to be hard to cover up this time because you have their loot on your person. Explain that.
I like
I
loot.
just kind of look at him.
We didn't know if they had the other part of the key, and that loot would have been left to the other goblins down there to like take and use against us again when we dungeoneer. So my only thought was to deprive the goblins of their level of financial ability, I suppose.
Goblins don't carry extra gold, and we keep a keen eye on what you have when you enter a dungeon. And you definitely didn't have that much gold.
I did not, and I recovered their weapons as well because I don't want to leave weapons. But the goblins were prone to using that gold against us, and I was just like, that's my go-to. And
Give
then I
me a
flashed my gold
persuasion. Give me a persuasion.
to 17 on die plus 3, no plus 2. Sorry, 2.
You persuade him. Okay. I trust you. I mean, I don't think you'd be sloppy like that. I don't know if these are like little buddies of yours, but I'd keep an eye on your friend.
How fucked are we?
Oh, we're
against
not friends. We just happened to take the same test at the same time.
What happened to your Russian accent? Just kidding.
He's actually my best friend. So like, no,
I'm
the
drunk.
Russian accent was
And when I'm
the
drunk,
Russian
I'm
accent
sober.
was magical, dude.
And he walks away,
That's like-
and you guys like sit there for about maybe 3 hours. It seems like time's really fucking dragging.
Is your Russian accent magical? Is that why you don't have it now that we're?
What is with this Russian accent? I don't know what you're talking about.
Sorry. Okay, I'm done.
Anyways, it's been about 3 hours. You guys are getting a little bit stir crazy, and X and Y come back. I don't know what you said back there, but you guys are free to go. There is one stipulation that Byrax made, though. The only portal jobs you can take are with your own group. You can't take them with anybody else, and it's not recommended to go in small numbers. So, with that being said, get the fuck out of my jail. And they escort you off the property.
He essentially sentenced us to death, but death by dungeoneering.
Pretty much, yeah. You're not allowed to work with anybody else but each other for now. You guys are on what is it
mega
when you're on
dodecaphobic.
probation? It's probation. Yeah, you guys are basically on dungeoneering and probation. 20% of your proceeds do have to go back to the kingdom, pay for the damages caused.
What damages?
Yeah, I was gonna ask what damage is because
All the blood
right,
everywhere.
roll me
Like
an
it's gonna
insight.
cost that. It costs that much gold to clean blood out of stone wall. Get over yourself.
Roll
can I
me
just
an
use passive
insight.
perception? I'm outside with my dog. It'd be 15 passive perception. If I could do that, I'm outside.
What do you get for an insight there, Chaos?
Oh, you want me?
Yeah.
Okay. That's an 8.
Yeah, that seems about right. It would cost about 20% for a couple jobs.
But we get our loot back, right? I mean, minus
Yeah,
the
here's your
20%, we
gear.
get.
Yeah, you guys get all your gear back. So you guys come out here, and basically, what do you want to do? And give me 1 second.